Hello, baseball fans, and welcome. We've got baseball on the show. It's the Cincinnati Reds and the Chicago Cubs. First pitch coming your way next. So almost ready to get underway. And our pitcher in this game, Jameson Taillon. How about a scouting report on him?
Well, this guy featuring that straight four-seam fastball, but off of it throws the cutter, and really he's most effective when he's using that cutter off the four-seam fastball just to miss the barrel of the bat. Not always going to see the swings and misses, but if you can somehow get weaker contact, you have a chance to collect some outs. Now, it's going to look the same until the very last second, so hitters are going to have to make a decision and hope that sometimes they're able to guess right.
TJ Friedl, the leadoff batter, as he looks at ball one. Next pitch is outside. That one ripped left field. Back there. And it one-hops the wall. Into second safely. It's a leadoff double to start the game.
Well, they call that an advantage count for a reason. You're so much more likely to get something you can handle.
This was a really nice swing. Didn't quite get enough behind it to get it out of here, but once it got over his head in left field, it was extra bases all the way.
In now for the Reds, Matt McClain. Foul ball there. Strike two.
Well, he's realizing out there on the mound that he's got to settle in pretty quickly or else he's going to get hit hard in this first inning.
Left field. Hat makes the catch, and there's one gone. Here's the lineup for the Reds. They're facing a pitcher today who's prone to giving up homers, so we'll see. We might get some big swings here today.
Yeah, I think the key, though, and the reason why he gives up those homers is that guys are locking in, they're aggressive, and they have a high confidence level. So I think if that's the approach these hitters take, with the stuff he's got there on the mound, yeah, there's a good chance that there'll be some balls that fly a long way. But you can't get too big in your swing. Otherwise, you'll be really frustrated after this one.
Swing and a ball driven out to center. That one carrying into the shrubbery and out of here. All muscle to center field. It's 2-0. One pitch, one swing, one home run.
Yeah, you can say that's efficiency right there. Didn't need much time in the box to make an impact. Love to see a hitter aggressive on the first pitch of an at-bat. You watch him from the on-deck circle, so when you step in the box, you're ready to pull the trigger wherever it's at. Really good job by the hitter. Total conviction on that swing.
Austin Hayes in the box now. No balls and a strike. And it's even up. One out, base is empty. In the dirt, and that's ball two. One down, base is empty. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. Battling here as he fouls it away.
I wouldn't throw him another breaking ball. Try to go again with the fastball slightly elevated. He just is having a hard time catching up.
Now a screamer into the outfield. Happ snags it. 2 down.
Man, that's one of those at-bats where you have to remind yourself it's about the process. He did everything right there. Nothing to show for it. But in your mind, you have to convince yourself that it was a very good at-bat.
Gavin Lux stands in with 2 away as he takes a ball. 2 outs, base is empty.
Nope, that's off the plate.
He swings and fouls one off. Ground ball right side. Tosses to first. That's out number 3. Cincinnati plates a pair on this homer. And it's 2-zip. You're watching Major League Baseball on The Show. Back here at Wrigley Field. And today on the hill, Hunter Green.
It's got that splitter, and it's a pitch that swings and misses, come fast, and they come often. Very difficult to pick up out of his hand.
And now, Ian Happ.
He's got pop, which is a little sneaky because he's so comfortable with taking his base hits to the opposite field. But he can jump you if you make a mistake.
There's a strike.
Well, after scoring runs, this is where you're looking for that shutdown inning. Get that hot team back in there to swing the bats.
Green, a former All-Star. He features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, a splitter, and occasionally mixes in the slurve.
Wow, no fair right there. I mean, that slider didn't move till the very last moment. Incredibly difficult to pick that up. Just kind of have to tip your cap on that pitch.
Swing and a miss. Got him to go up the ladder for the K.
Well, that high 4-seam fastball, it's become such a staple as a strikeout pitch over the years. And what's so tough as a hitter is that you see it extremely well. The problem is the velocity and spin rate just happens to jump by you. You expand your zone, you don't stay tall on the backside, and you're really not even able to make contact. If you do, many times it's a pop-up.
And that one hit to first, and he handles it himself for the out. Here's a look at the Cubs lineup. Chris, this is a lineup offensively that could be really good for years to come.
They're deep, first and foremost, but the way that they can manipulate their personnel for matchups and everything else, it's very intelligent the way that they use their team. And I think it creates a little bit of uncertainty for opposing teams, especially in a big game, big series.
Seiya Suzuki stands in here, takes ball 1 low. That pitch in for a strike, and now it's even 1-1. And misses inside.
Boog, he never moved because he never had time to. But that kind of velocity, you'd prefer that pitcher work away.
And there's a ball. Swing and a drive, deep right field. Can't get to it as it drops into the corner. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double.
Well, when you fall behind in the count, you've got to come into the zone, and then guys have a better chance of hitting the ball hard like he did right there.
So runner at second, 2 down. And now the first baseman, Michael Bush. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike.
The strategy of winning a ball game, when you can make that pitcher work a little more, expose himself by throwing pitches, that could be the key to winning perhaps later on. So good job of extending this inning, getting a knock with 2 outs to bring the number 4 hole hitter up.
Good job to fight that one off. And that is downstairs. And the count 1-2. Suzuki stands at second with 2 gone. Foul ball, still a 1-2 count.
That wasn't an easy pitch to hit. It's much easier to do damage against mistakes, but that's not what that pitch was.
Fouls it off, still 1-2. Next offering misses down and away. And that one missing inside, a sharp slider. Dansby Swanson in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. 9th pitch of the at-bat due next. So now 2 on and 2 outs.
Well, a breaking ball in that 3-2 count kind of tells you that that's the pitch he has the most confidence in right now. Just couldn't find the strike zone.
Dansby Swanson is going to get a chance to hit. And the first offering is not close. Two on, 2 outs.
Ball 2.
Tough spot right here. A couple runners on. 2-ball count. You can't nibble, but you have to execute and finish your pitch. If you leave something out over the plate, it's going to bring in some runs.
Two on, 2 outs. And that one is inside. Nico Horner in the on-deck circle, hoping to get a chance to make a big impact here. Two outs. There's the strike up high, and the count's full.
Dangerous spot for that slider right there. Didn't seem to quite finish out front and get that sharp break. Tell you what, he doesn't want to throw that pitch again.
And that one is lifted in the air. Friedel pulls it down, and that is the inning. Cubs strand a couple. They trail things here 2-0. Here at Wrigley Field, new inning getting started. And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Tyone back to work. Swing and a fly ball, well struck left field. Makes the grab, 1 away. Tyler Stevenson digs in now. Swing and a high fly ball right field. Crow Armstrong sizes this one up, and he makes the catch. And there's 2 down. Two down, bases empty. Will Benson the next to hit. And that's in there at the knees.
The strong second inning is a confidence builder for him, a relief for his manager. Doesn't have to get into that bullpen quite as early.
2 down, nobody on. Swing and a miss. And the count is 0-2.
More and more guys are looking to slug regardless of the count. In this situation, we'll keep a close eye on his approach.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. High fly ball lifted in the air right field. Tucker sizing this one up. He's got it. And that is out number 3. Back here at the friendly confines, we head to the bottom of the second. So here's Horner now. He's kind of an outlier, especially when guys are consciously sacrificing contact to deliver power. Check swing, called strike.
Yeah, his swing is so good. It's in the zone a long time. He gets the barrel to it a lot, and that produces more base hits.
And that's off the inside edge. And the count is 1-1.
Ball 2.
That one missed. Singy, one of the things that's interesting is that guys really don't worry about swing and miss from an offensive standpoint anymore. So when you see somebody who contacts the ball like this, do you think of that as plus value?
Absolutely, if he's doing damage. Now, if he's rolling over and grounding out, then it's a different story. But, yeah, if he can put the ball in the gaps or over the fence, 100%. Put a pretty good jolt into that one. Great swing, nice balance and weight transfer, and he got it to drop in out there in the deep part of the field.
And now the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. And that misses. And it's 1-0.
Yeah, and the domino effect of that is running up pitch counts on pitchers and then either getting them to a place of fatigue or getting into the bullpen perhaps before you get to those higher leverage arms at the back end.
Fouled off left side. One of the things that Jim Leland used to say when I was broadcasting with the Marlins, the longer a plate appearance goes for a batter, the more likely it is. Oh, that got him.
Take it, babe.
Well, that's a nice job of moving that runner up into scoring position. It's not the most common way of getting it done. Probably a little painful, but now we'll see if they can cash in. Yeah, and I figured you would get Kotsay into this because you had a free dinner at his house the other night.
That is true. Lifted in the air, right center field. Benson on his way over. No trouble here. Puts it away for the out. One away. Here's the rookie third baseman, Matt Shaw.
Keep an eye on this at bat because even though it's early, it could change the outcome of this game. Look for your pitch and attack it.
Turned on, but that's foul down the third baseline. In the air, out towards left center. Friedel under it. Brings it in. And there's 2 away. Ian Happ up to hit. Struck out swinging, leading off the bottom of the first. Just missed.
Well, a good slider from an opposite-handed pitcher has to stay in that tunnel just a little bit longer. Otherwise, recognition can cause you to barrel it up. And right there, the hitter clearly couldn't do anything with it.
1 strike.
in there at the knees. And a count now even up.
2 strikes to a guy who's already 0 for 1 with the punch out. The only guy in the lineup with that strikeout. But you can't get too relaxed. You still got to make good pitches to get him out.
Just misses the mark outside the zone.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Swinging a foul ball at the plate. They'll do it again. Whacked out to center field. That's well struck. That one's got a chance. 1 run across, and it's off the wall. The run scores all the way from first. It's 2-2.
Picks himself up a couple of ribbies. Anytime you smoke a ball off the wall, you kind of think about what it could have been, but obviously you have to be happy with that result.
Here's Kyle Tucker. He's 0 for 1. That one finds the zone. Strike 1. Runner at second, 2 down. Bottom half of inning number 2. Not even close there. And 1-1. Right side, hard hit. He takes it on his own. Inning over, and it could have been worse. But they'll pick up a couple runs here, both coming on this 2-run double. 2-2 game. It's Major League Baseball, and it's on the show. On to the 3rd inning. Here's the 3rd baseman, Santiago Espinal. That one not close. Ball 1. Check swing, called strike. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone.
1-2.
And that's way high. The count now 2-2. Just misses with that one. Foul ball, and it remains a full count. And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes, and that's the first out. TJ Friedel now at the plate. A double and a run scored his first time up. And that one fouled off. Line drive ripped down the left side towards the left field corner. So they get a man aboard with a 1-out single.
Couple of hits in a row for him here. That was a thing of beauty. He may have been a little behind the pitch, but by getting that barrel into the hitting zone early on in his swing, he was able to meet it and still shoot a line drive down the line and left.
Next for Cincinnati, Matt McClain. That one off the mark, 1-0. The kick and the pitch. Runner goes. Swing and a ball lined out towards center. 2 down. Ellie De La Cruz now at the plate. He's a dynamic player.
Yeah, Boog, the youngest player ever to hit 25 home runs and steal 60 bags, and you never know what he's going to do next.
In there for strike one. And that's a strike.
Perhaps not quite ready to hit. First two pitches by him for a couple of strikes. Now back is against the wall. He's going to have to figure something out and figure it out quickly.
Hit on the ground to the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. Reds leave one. Score remains 2-2. And we're back, set for the bottom of the third. And now the DH, Seiya Suzuki. Swings and misses. It's 0-1.
No ball. One strike.
Swing and a miss. Blew it by him at 99.
Boom. That's cheddar, baby.
That's hard hit on the line. And it's caught for the out. And next will be the cleanup hitter, Michael Busch. Walked his first time. Swinging a foul back. That's out of play. Tied up here in the early going. That one well upstairs. And the count even 1-1. Fastball is outside. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Good eye right there. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch.
Well, he's having a tough time getting a pitch by him. As a hitter, you feel pretty confident that you're seeing different pitches still able to make some type of contact.
And a swing and a miss. He didn't make it easy for him on the mound, but they still get the strikeout.
That's about as nasty of a splitter as you'll come across, especially in terms of movement. I mean, that thing tumbles out of his hand and just drops off the table at the last moment. If he keeps it down, it's just so tough to put wood on.
And here comes Dansby Swanson. There's a strike.
0-1.
To the right side, McLean sends it to first, and Swanson is set down. And the Cubs go 1-2-3. Nothing happening there for the Cubs. Score remains deadlocked at 2-2. On the north side of Chicago, John Sciambi and Chris Singleton. And now it's Austin Hayes. And the first pitch misses for ball one. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Now he'll turn for second. The throw in. The tag, and they cut him down going for two.
Gotta love the hustle and the attitude there to try to stretch that single into a double, but unfortunately thrown out at second base. He was so close to being in scoring position.
And now it's Gavin Lux. Line drive, base hit. So a man aboard now with one away. And ready to hit now for Cincinnati, Spencer Steer. Fly to center his first time. He's 0 for 1. Knee high, that's in for a strike. Lux at first, one gone. Swings through that one. Struck him out swinging. He swung over top of the curveball.
Well, he made pretty quick work of him right there. You look at the sequence, everything down at the knees and below. And some guys are good low ball hitters, but right there, they clearly had a plan to pound that part of the zone, and he wasn't able to put up much of a fight.
Here's the Reds catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Fly to center his first time. And that's in there for strike one. Two gone, but the go-ahead run is at first. Top half of inning number 4.
Ball. 1-1.
That's in there. And it's 1-2.
A 1-2 count, all he's seen is fastballs. You've got to expect something off speed. Stay back.
Two outs. And fastball misses outside for a ball. It's 2-2. That one ripped. That's a fair ball, and it's getting into the corner. Lux around third. He will score, and the Reds have the lead. 3-2.
Puts a run on the board and picks up an RBI. Got a fastball, middle of the plate, jumped all over it. Absolutely smoked that ball.
Will Benson, the next to hit for the Reds. Flied to right his first time. And immediately pumps in a strike to the left-handed hitter. Two outs and one in scoring position. Next offering is down low. On the ground, right side. He steps on the bag. That ends the inning, and they limit the damage. Run scoring double here for the Reds. It's now a 3-2 ball game. And welcome back to the ballpark. John Chambi and Chris Singleton with you. And leading off the bottom of the fourth, Nico Horner. And a strike. That's in there, and that's strike two.
Man, this guy's got a great feel for his breaking ball today.
That
One
misses
ball,
the zone,
strike.
and the count 1-2. Outside with a breaking ball. Swings and misses. That K is his third of the game.
Bogey just ran out of patience there. He took a couple of pitches to even that count up at 2 balls and 2 strikes, but that time chased outside the zone.
Crow Armstrong takes a ball as he stands in for the second time.
Nasty backdoor slider. There's really nothing you can do with that if you swing at it, so that's a good take by him.
In the air, left field, down the line, and that's a foul ball.
Instead of letting the hitter get his arms extended, tied him up a little bit, slightly up, slightly in. Swings and misses.
That is strike 2.
1-2.
Way inside.
Straighten him up a little bit.
Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. And Chris, that's a way to neutralize his speed by keeping him off base.
And the defense breathes a sigh of relief because he puts pressure on everyone if he can put the ball in play. But that's how you do it. Keep him off balance, get him out of there, and deal with the next guy.
And now it's Miguel Amaya. And first offering is fouled off. Slider clips the zone.
0-2.
Foul ball, still 0-2. Two down, nobody on. And a rope into center field, base hit. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 1 with a fly out to center. Outside low, and that's ball 1. And that's in for a strike.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Tying run is at first. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Right down to shoot, 1-2.
Goodness, I think he just took the best pitch he's going to see in this at bat. You don't get many like that in that location. I don't know if you take that pitch against any pitcher out there on the mound.
Got him. Now 5 strikeouts for him on the mound. No runs, 1 hit, no errors, and a man left. We played 4. It's the Reds 3 and the Cubs 2. All set for the start of the inning. Now the third baseman, Santiago Espinal. Tyone back to work. That one fouled off. Espinal measures 5 feet 10 inches, 30 years old now, and he was born in the Dominican Republic. Swing and a foul back, and that's out of play. And a pitch. Fights it off. He'll see another. Gets a piece, and it stays 0-2.
Also really good at bat. What I like about this guy, his bat stays in the zone for a long time. Gives him the ability to foul off tough pitches.
Got him. And he's registered 3 Ks in this one.
Oh, really expanded the zone right there with that fastball off the outside corner of the plate. Got him to chase it. That's a tough one to lay off of because it starts close to you and just continues to run away from you in that batter's box. So it's a really nice pitch with 2 strikes.
Friedel in the box again, takes a strike. Base is empty, 1 away, and we're in the top of the 5th. Check swing, and he went. And that is strike 2.
2 strikes. Ball 1.
Got him looking. That's a strikeout.
Clearly looking out over the plate on that outer third, and that pitch finished right down the middle, just a little bit in, and he couldn't pull the trigger.
2 outs, base is empty. Matt McClain, the next to hit for the Reds. Right through there for a strike. And that skips in the dirt. And there's a ball.
That's a ball.
That to right. Tucker makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Here at Wrigley Field, we head to the bottom of the fifth. Leading off, Ian Happ. On the corner for a strike. 0-1. Activity in the bullpen. Tony Santillan up and throwing for Terry Francona. Suter getting loose as well. Swing and a foul out of play. Just off the outside edge, and the count is 1-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Fights that one away, still 1-2. Caught him looking for the K. So here's Kyle Tucker now, 0 for 2 in this one. And that one hammered. That's back there. And it's into the bleachers. Out of here. And we are starting over. It's 3-3. He ambushed him right there, Siggy.
Yeah, swinging on that first pitch, and I think losing one over the fence is exactly what he had in mind as well. Power versus power right there, like two locomotives colliding. Who's going to win? Well, a really good job there by the hitter, getting the top hand working. Powers that fastball out of here.
And now Terry Francona makes his way out of the dugout towards the mound, and he'll make a change. Hunter Green done for the afternoon. Just never found his groove, wasn't able to settle in. New arm coming on, back in a moment. New pitcher for the Reds, Tony Santillan. He has a great slider with tons of movement. Now it'll be the Cubs DH, Seiya Suzuki, 1 for 2. On the ground to third, and that goes foul. And a foul ball.
Well, he got challenged with a good fastball right there. Just couldn't catch up.
That missed by a lot. 1-2 to count. And a foul ball. He stays alive. 1 out, bases empty, and a run in. Last half of inning number 5. Into left center for a base hit.
Well, he found himself behind in the count right there, but he didn't give in. A lot of hitters tell themselves, line drive over the infielder's head. That's what I'm trying to do. Just keep that approach simple. And right there, it was perfectly executed. On time with everything, and pulled it into the gap nicely.
And next for the Cubs, Michael Busch. He is struck out and he is walked. Swing and a pop-up in foul ground. And there are two down. And now it's Dansby Swanson. Move to first. Suzuki back in on a dive. Tapped at the plate, but it's a foul ball. Suzuki off of first with two away.
Ball outside.
Got the bat going too soon. It's strike two.
Clearly was sitting on a fastball right there and just ended up out in front of the slider. Hey, you can't fault him for his commitment. Now he's just going to have to battle with two strikes.
Foul ball still, a 1-2 count. Got him swinging. Went back to the slider, and it was a good idea. But we're all tied up thanks to this solo homer. We're tied now at 3 apiece. It's Major League Baseball on the show. All right, we go to the top half of inning number 6. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Elly De La Cruz.
The Reds signed Elly in 2018, but it took a few years for him to stand out in their minor league system. In 2021, he went from an unranked prospect to a player on a fast track to the majors. Few scouts out there believe a growth spurt helped change Elly's entire career.
Fastball for a strike.
You know, the Reds were lucky they even noticed De La Cruz. They sent a scout to the Dominican Republic to watch a different player, but Elly was playing in the same program. The Reds liked what they saw and offered him a deal the very next day.
Got him swinging. He picks up his 5th strikeout on the hill.
Well, that was the cutter down and in right there. And typically, if you're going to have a chance with the pitch, if it's down, that's your best chance of doing anything with it. It's kind of like a mini slider, just with a little less vertical movement. But still, that one tied him up, and he couldn't get the barrel to it.
Hayes up for the 3rd time and takes ball 1.
Well, that's a good pitch there. Really had some run and finished a little up and in just on the edge. And that's one of those, if you swing at it, you had a broken bat as you jog back to the dugout.
Way high with that one. 2-1. That one missing inside.
A rare 3-ball count here. He's been throwing strikes all day. Got to be ready to hit if you're in the box.
All tied up, and we're in the top half of the 6th. Swing and a miss. Now 3-2.
3 balls. 2 strikes.
That one out to right. Stretches out and hauls it in.
Well, those can be pretty fun as an outfielder. Got to put it into his highest gear and go a long way to track that one down. Nothing better than that. You feel like a wide receiver playing football.
Swing and a foul straight back. Ripped to short. Fires across the diamond, and that is the inning. No runs, no hits, no errors. 6, 7, 8 due in the bottom of the 6th. All tied up at 3 apiece. Bottom of the 6th, Nico Horner will come up to hit. Chris, baseball today, so many strikeouts, and they are available to pitchers. But this is a guy that puts the bat on the ball and is kind of different from the players that we see day in, day out. And there's a foul ball. Check swing, and he went. No balls, 2 strikes.
That's the ball.
Activity in the bullpen for the Reds. Graham Ashcraft up and loosening in the pen. Rogers warming up as well. On the ground right side. Slides for the stop. The throw. Pretty nice play there.
We saw a few skills on display there for the out. Technique was great. Reaction time was there. And the slide was smooth. Watching that play come together was really fun.
Pete Crow Armstrong, the next Cub to hit. And that one missing low. And another ball. Way high. There's the strike. One down, base is empty. In for a strike. 3-2 now.
3-2.
Popped in the air, left field. Lux makes the catch, and there's 2 away. Here's the catcher to hit, Miguel Amaya. And a first pitch fastball is in for a strike. Right through there for a strike.
All right, now he may have not liked either of those first 2 pitches or agreed with the umpire's calls, but at this point he's going to have to bear down and be ready to hit anything close to the zone.
Fights that one away, and the count remains 0-2. 2 down, nobody on. Here in the bottom of the 6th. Swing and a ground ball out to short. The throw to first. That is the inning. And the Cubs are down in order. So no change in the score. It's 3-3. Here comes a new arm for the Cubs, Brad Keller. And now the first baseman, Spencer Steer. Swing and a drive. This one is crushed. No doubt about it. And here in the late stages, they had the lead. That one felt good. It's 4-3. He sent the first pitch over the wall.
Must have dinner reservations because he wasn't wasting any time at the plate in that at bat. Welcome to the game. First pitch out of the bullpen, a tough one. And you know he's just trying to get one in there for a strike. And on the other side, as a hitter, it's a great time to be aggressive and let it fly. It's not what they were looking for when they turned to him, but now he's got to find a way to reset.
Tyler Stevenson, the next to hit for the Reds. This one smoked on its way out of here. And they tack one on the board. It's 5-3. He only needed one swing to square it up.
Not wasting any time in that at bat, Boog. Aggressive, and it paid off. Back-to-back jacks, and this club is fired up right now, Boog. I mean, this is the kind of thing where you really start to notice hitters in a lineup feeding off each other, and the collective confidence just continues to grow.
In now for the Reds, Will Benson. Pitch misses, and that's ball one. Late on that fastball. Double-barreled action in the bullpen. Caleb Thielbar up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Palencia, the right-hander, also getting loose. Next pitch is outside. Nobody on, nobody out. A pair of runs across in the inning. Here in the top half of inning number 7. In there at the knees. That misses the zone, and that's ball 3. Hard ground ball, base knock.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed. And now they've got some speed on first, so we'll see if they try to get him into motion.
Here comes the manager out of the dugout, and he'll make a move for the bullpen. Brad Keller will depart. 2-run ball game as he heads for the dugout, and we'll be back with a new pitcher. Righty reliever out of the pen, Daniel Palencia.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
Santiago Espinal, the next to hit for the Reds, who's 0 for 2 with a pair of strikeouts. In the air out to center. Horner flying after this one. Reaching for it and brings it in.
That's a really nice play, ranging back into the outfield for that catch. We all know those can be a little tricky, especially if the wind's swirling around out there.
Now here's the Reds leadoff man, TJ Friedl. A little bit low, and it's 1-0.
Nope, that's high.
Man at first, one away. Chris with that distraction and a speedy guy at first. He's in a favorable hitter's count.
Well, if nothing else, I mean, this is a great spot for a hitter to be in.
Next offering is in for a strike. Fouled off to the right. Still only one out here in the inning. Fouled off again, and it remains 3-2. Line drive, base hit right field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Now it's the second baseman, Matt McClain. 0 for 3 in this one. And that is in for a strike. And it's 0-1.
Well, in this situation with runners on, you've got to get ahead in the count so that you can dictate the rest of the at-bat. Nice job right there.
That clips the corner. Benson on second. Friedel at first. One gone. And that's in the dirt. Now 1-2. That one drifts inside.
That's a really good take.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. The high heat, too much on that one.
Well, it gets talked about a lot, but a good high fastball in a two-strike situation, it's just become such a problem for hitters in more recent years. But with all of the emphasis by pitchers on developing that spin rate, having a good grip on the baseball, those high fastballs, they kind of look like to the hitter that they're rising, even though they're not, but they're not decreasing in velocity and spin rate. So very difficult to get the barrel on it.
Not close with that one. Ball one. 2 outs. Couple of base runners at first and second. Slap the other way, foul. And a swing and a miss. And that's downstairs and outside. Stays alive. Spoils that one, and it remains 2-2. Just off the outside part of the plate. Austin Hayes up next for the Reds. And with 2 outs and the count full, the runners will be on the move. Out towards left center. Pat sizes this one up. He's got it. And that's the 3rd out. But 2 round trippers in this inning. The long ball was working. It's now 5-3. We're back in a new pitcher here to start the bottom of the 7th. Graham Ashcraft.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves. Late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason they're put in these situations.
So digging in, Matt Shaw. That one's in there. That's strike 1.
No ball. 1 strike.
And he takes a strike.
0-2.
And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. A big first out here in the 7th via the punch out.
Yeah, it just does so much to change the outlook of an important inning like this. When you got the leadoff hitter, so critical in setting the table when you got a tight game like this. So a strikeout really puts them on their heels.
Fought off foul. Got him looking. Coming out of the bullpen and throwing BBs.
Well, he's going to have some thinking to do when he leaves the ballpark after this one. That was his 3rd strikeout, and this one looking, obviously, so he's been a little overmatched. He's got to find a way just to be more competitive up there at the plate.
So up now for Chicago, Kyle Tucker. He's already homered here in this one. Gets under and pops it up. Stevenson settles under this one. Makes the grab, and that's the inning. Cubs are down quietly. They're still down 5-3. Welcome back, and a new arm on the mound to start the 8th. Julian Merriweather. Now it's the DH, Austin Hayes. 1 for 3. And that one fouled off. Merriweather, in his 5th season, he features a 4-seam fastball, a slider, and he works in a changeup. And ball 1. Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Definitely made him chase a little bit out of his zone right there. I don't think that's a strike if he takes it. Pretty textbook pitching. Get ahead in the count, get the guy in the box on his heels, and then force him to chase your pitch where he doesn't have much of a chance to do any damage.
Lux, batting with 1 down, takes a strike.
Looks like he sacrificed a pitch right down the middle for tracking and timing. Some good hitters will do that.
And he chases a high fastball there. Movement in the Cubs bullpen, Caleb Thielbar. Up and throwing for manager Craig Counsell. Roberts also getting ready. And that's outside. Swings through it for the King. Went back to the fastball, and it was effective.
Chance to strike out the side now. You talk about the benefits, the advantages of relievers who can come in and get the swing and miss, whether it's inherited runners or maybe a little jam that they get into themselves. Knowing that they can miss the bat, tell you what, that's huge and can change the ball game.
And here's the first baseman, Spencer Steer. He sent one out of here in the 7th.
Yeah, big moment in this game as well. It was a great swing and one of the reasons why they're out in front and looking to add on right here.
Headed towards the corner. Tries to make the play, but it's foul.
A little tardy on that fastball. Is going to have to get it going a little quicker. Get that front foot down.
Swing and a ground ball up the middle. On the run, throw to first. In time, got him. And that'll do it. Nobody left for Cincinnati, and it remains 5-3. Back here at Wrigley Field, ready for the bottom of the 8th. And here's the DH for the Cubs, Seiya Suzuki. Ashcraft back to work. Ground ball right side. Steps on first for the out.
That play won't be trending on social media later on, but it's still important to execute it to perfection. This game is a lot harder than it looks, partner.
Stepping in, Michael Busch. And that one is downstairs. 1-0. The Cincinnati bullpen has some movement. Emilio Pagan, the closer, is getting ready and perhaps looking at a long save opportunity here. The Reds holding on to a 2-run lead here the bottom half of the 8th inning. Bottom of the zone and a called strike. Line drive, De La Cruz whips it to first, and a couple of quick outs.
If you want to be a great defense, you have to deliver consistently. It doesn't matter how many highlight reel plays you make if you can't execute the small stuff, just like we saw.
Dansby Swanson stands in, 0 for 3, a fly out, a ground out, and a strikeout. A little out front there as he swings through it. Two outs. Off the plate, 1-1. Ripped on a line. Friedel right there to make the grab. And that is that. 3 up, 3 down for the Cubs. Still a 2-run deficit. It's 5-3. All set to start the 9th in this one. And here's the catcher, Tyler Stevenson. Next offering popped in the air, right field. Tucker makes the grab. 1 up, 1 down. So up next, Will Benson. Ball 1, no strikes. Just missed. There's a strike.
Well, he had a pretty good look at that pitch and not sure exactly what tied him up there. Couldn't pull the trigger, and perhaps the best pitch he'll see in this at bat to hit.
Next offering is downstairs. Base is empty, 1 away here at the top of the 9th. Pitch is in for a strike. Full count now.
3 balls, 2 strikes.
Swings through that one. It's a strikeout.
Man, he got a real good pitch to hit right there with 2 strikes. You cannot miss that. Not a great slider at all. And I tell you what, that's where you've got to do damage. He looked like he was on time getting the bat through the zone, but he just caught air.
Espinal at the plate and takes high there. Foul ball. Two down, nobody on. Check swing, called strike.
Been a solid inning so far in relief. Get them through this inning only down 2 can give their lineup a real opportunity to just grind their way back into this game with the few outs that they have left.
Way outside, 2-2. And that is that.
He's out.
Nothing doing for the offense that time. 6, 7, 8 scheduled to start the bottom of the ninth. It's the Reds 5 and the Cubs 3. So the closer summoned from the bullpen, Emilio Pagan.
Save opportunity for him right here, and he's their guy. Time to lock this one down and get out of here with the W.
Here's Nico Horner. Swinging a foul straight back. And a foul ball.
One ball. 2 straight.
Swings and hits one in the air out towards right field. Fair ball. Here's the center fielder, Pete Crow Armstrong. We talk about guys with good speed, and definitely he has it. But pushing the offense aside for just a second, Chris, it's the defensive side that I think the speed factors in the most.
Well, he gets to balls that get by most people at that position. Just really impressive because there's certain times the ball comes off the bat, automatically that team that hit it thinks that they've got a base hit, or they may have extra bases, and he just takes it away.
Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Well done behind the dish.
Very frustrating right there as a speedy potential base runner when with 2 strikes you just struggle to put the ball in play. You don't even have to get a hit at that point. You can help your team just by reaching on an error, but some way you got to find a way to shorten up the swing and put the ball in play next time.
He's 2 outs away. And here is Miguel Amaya. Corner infielders guarding the lines, trying to prevent extra bases. And he swings through that one.
No ball. 1 strike.
Tying run at the plate. Swing and a miss. 0-2.
With 2 strikes, may see some movement over there at first base, trying to stay out of the double play right here.
Swing and a miss. Struck him out. Cubbies with only 1 out left.
Well, interesting. He's looking very comfortable out of the stretch after giving up the leadoff single. Back-to-back strikeouts, so they haven't been able to move that runner up, get him into scoring position, and try to have a better chance of scoring. I tell you, good job so far on the mound. He just needs 1 more out.
One out left for the Cubs. Matt Shaw, the next Cub to hit. 0 for 3 with 2 strikeouts and a flyout. Fouled off. He was late. The tying run at the plate. That's inside.
That's
the 1-1 is fouled off. One strike away. And a swing and a miss, and that is the ball game.
Sometimes road trips can be tough. You're away from your family, but when you can win, silence that opposing crowd, it makes things just a little bit better, makes the road trip just a little bit shorter.
A 5-3 final score in this one. For Chris Singleton and our entire outstanding crew here at MLB The Show, I'm John Shambi. Thanks for joining us.